In this video, we are going to show you the 5 typical foods you need to try in Amsterdam, where they come from, where to eat the best versions, and how much each one costs. Dutch cuisine is simple, comforting, and full of personality, made to warm you up on the cold and windy days of the city. It is delicious street food, world-famous cheeses, and a curious heritage from Indonesian cooking, which blended into the local culture in an incredible way. Eating in Amsterdam is an experience in itself. And best of all, you can eat very well spending little if you know what to order. We have tried everything over there, at the street stalls and the hidden cafes, and we are going to tell you exactly what to order so you do not go wrong. At the end, we will also give tips on the best food neighborhoods, and 3 practical tips that will greatly improve your experience. Let us go! Our first food is the stroopwafel, perhaps the most famous sweet in the Netherlands. It is 2 very thin discs of crispy dough, filled in the middle with a warm, sticky caramel syrup, the very syrup that gives the treat its name. Its origin comes from the city of Gouda in the 18th century, where bakers used leftover dough and crumbs sweetened with syrup to create a cheap treat. We always recommend eating the stroopwafel fresh, made on the spot at the market stalls, still warm and with the syrup dripping. The price is between $2 and $3 per unit. On our trips, we confess we ate one a day because it is cheap, addictive, and very tasty. A classic tip is to place the stroopwafel on top of your hot cup of coffee so the syrup melts. The second food is the bitterballen, the most classic snack of Dutch bars. They are small, round fried balls, super crispy on the outside and with a creamy hot filling on the inside, made of a thick meat ragu. They always come with mustard for dipping, and they are the perfect companion to a cold beer at the end of the afternoon. Tradition says this little ball was born as a clever way to reuse cooked meats, and it became a national symbol of happy hour. We recommend trying them at one of those traditional bars called Brown Cafe, named for the dark tone of the walls aged by time. A portion with 6 or 8 pieces usually costs between $6 and $9. It is one of the places we most enjoyed getting to know while snacking. The third is the herring, or raw herring, the most iconic and traditional street food in Amsterdam. It is a small fish, mildly cured in brine, served with finely chopped onion and pickles on top. The classic way to eat it is to hold the fish by the tail, throw your head back and bite from the bottom up, or order it inside a soft little bun, the sandwich called broodje herring. This tradition has existed for centuries, ever since the Dutch mastered the technique of preserving the fish right on the boat. We know it sounds strange to many people, but the texture is soft, the flavor is mild and slightly sweet, and it is well worth the courage to try it. It costs between $4 and $6 at the stalls spread across the city. It is one of the most authentic experiences you can have over there. The fourth food is the Dutch fries, known as patat or frietjes. Forget the thin fries we know. The Dutch one is thick, hand-cut, fried twice to be crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, and served inside a paper cone. The secret is in the sauces. The classic is the creamy mayonnaise on top, but there are dozens of options like the peanut sauce, the combination of mayonnaise with onion and curry ketchup, and much more. We always recommend looking for the shops that specialize only in fries, where the line moves fast and the quality is very high. A generous cone costs between $4 and $6 and already works as a quick meal. It is simple, cheap, and surprisingly delicious. The fifth is the Dutch cheese, which deserves a chapter of its own. The Netherlands is one of the largest cheese producers in the world, and the most famous are Gouda and Edam, named after the cities where they were born. The Gouda can be young and soft or well-aged, gaining a strong flavor and crunchy crystals. The Edam is milder, with that characteristic red rind. We always recommend going into a specialty cheese shop, one of those with huge wheels stacked up to the ceiling, where you can taste as many varieties as you want for free before buying. A generous slice or a small wedge to take home costs between $5 and $10. It is the perfect food souvenir to bring back in your bag. And you cannot talk about Dutch food without mentioning the drinks and extra sweets. For dessert, try the apple tart, the famous Dutch apple pie, tall, filled with apple, cinnamon, and raisins, served with whipped cream, perfect with a coffee on a cold afternoon. And do not miss the poffertjes, those fluffy mini pancakes, served with butter and powdered sugar on top. For those who love fried fish, the kibbeling, pieces of breaded and fried white fish, is a cheap street delight. And the Indonesian food heritage gave us the rijsttafel, literally the rice table, a banquet of several small seasoned dishes that is very much worth the experience. To drink, the Netherlands has an excellent light beer, perfect to go with the snacks, and the Jenever, the traditional Dutch gin, served very cold in a little glass filled to the brim. These are experiences that complete any meal over there. Speaking of food and that urge to try everything, in the video description and here in the QR code, we are going to leave the link to the site we always use to buy tickets and tours for the lowest price. It is the biggest tourist site in the world, and it has practically everything there, including food tours guided through the markets and bars of Amsterdam. Everything for the lowest price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great. And remember that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to put together your entire trip for the lowest price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper, travel SIM card, travel insurance for half the price, tickets for all the attractions, good and cheap hotels we have stayed in, cheap car rental, and the global account. And the links already contain automatic discounts, so save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. Now, about where to eat, some neighborhoods stand out. De Pijp is the trendy and gastronomic heart of the city, full of modern restaurants, lively cafes, and the famous Albert Cuyp street market, perfect for snacking on a bit of everything. The Jordaan, in the historic center, has charming cafes by the canals and traditional bars hidden in the alleys, great for a relaxed lunch. Out West has gained fame with its giant food hall gathering dozens of international stalls in one place. And for a more alternative experience, Amsterdam Noord, across the river, has old industrial warehouses turned into creative restaurants and breweries. And if you want to see where the real locals buy their food, do not miss a stop at the Albert Cuyp Market in the De Pijp neighborhood. It is the largest street market in the Netherlands, with hundreds of stalls ranging from clothes to flowers, but the highlight is the food stalls. There you can try the freshly made stroopwafel, fresh herring, cheese, fries, and dozens of other delights, all in the lively atmosphere of a popular market. It is a cultural experience in itself, completely free to walk through, and a feast for those who love photographing and tasting new things at every step. And since we are talking about neighborhoods full of good food, here is the golden tip about where to stay. We created this personalized map, which explains exactly which is the best area to be close to everything. By staying in this area, you cannot go wrong. You leave the hotel, and you are already surrounded by the best cafes and restaurants. And in the video description, and here, in the QR code, we are going to leave the link to the page with this map and with the hotels we have stayed in and highly recommend, including a hotel in the Jordaan where we stayed for an incredible price, super well located, just a few steps from the best food options in the city. We saved a lot with that choice. To wrap up, 3 practical tips that make all the difference. First, about tipping. In the Netherlands, tipping is not mandatory, because service is usually already included in the bill, but it is well received to round up the amount or leave 5 to 10% if you like the service. Second tip, do not be afraid of street food. The herring, fries, and stroopwafel stalls are clean, busy, and usually tastier than many expensive restaurants. Third, at the trendier restaurants, especially on weekends, it is worth booking a table in advance because they fill up fast and the space inside is usually small. And for those who are new here on the channel, a very warm welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you are enjoying it, subscribe here to the channel and like the video, which helps us a lot. If you liked the video, like it and subscribe to our channel to travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a great trip.